Hello, and welcome to this professional development session on integrating technology tools and apps into family and consumer science classrooms. My name is Lindley Moak, and I serve as a family and consumer science teacher at Klein Collins High School. I'm presenting this session as part of my course requirements for my master's degree from Grand Canyon University. I would like to thank my professor for providing the class with the necessary skills and knowledge needed to present professional development sessions to our colleagues. At the end of this presentation, there will be a survey that I would like for you to complete. So, for a little history on why I believe technology infusion in family and consumer science classes is so critical for our future. In a study in the Journal of Family and Consumer Sciences Education, the author Beth High-Rose wrote about the use of technology to teach higher order thinking skills. She relates that FCS teachers may feel that they must add technology into their already set lessons as an extra lecture or special occasion rather than fully integrating it. Technology should not just be added. It should be a partner in teaching and learning. One's content does not necessarily need to change, but the way in which it is presented can be redesigned. When the teacher is familiar with using technology, they will be more likely to incorporate it into their daily lessons. In the FCS classroom, this could mean looking up the latest recalled toys, statistics on the infant mortality rate, or a list of recent restaurant closings for safety and sanitation issues. Technology could also be incorporated into videos, presentations, pictures, and audio, along with written and spoken words. Using technology simply becomes a strong lesson for students rather than having them look at plain black and white overhead slides and listening to the teacher speaking. Many high school FCS departments around the country have student-run businesses such as a food service or catering business and/or a child care center. Businesses like this in high schools use technology in their day-to-day routines. One FCS teacher in the study explained that her school-based restaurant is completely computerized. Another FCS teacher predicts that with 24/7 internet access and other technological impacts, teaching may become more like coaching, supervision, and guidance rather than actual instruction. FCS teachers have a responsibility to teach young people and adults to make wise choices with the use of technology. Therefore, students must learn to keep their identity safe when using social networks. Technology can be used to improve individual, family, and community functions and relationships as appropriate. Another teacher explained how she has her students create PowerPoint presentations rather than the typical posters when giving oral reports. Students can create digital portfolios of their work in child development, preschool, and parenting classes, or in culinary arts, which they can then show future employers. One of the benefits of technology in the FCS classroom is that it makes students' assignments more authentic as they can apply it to real-life situations. To make students' class work worthwhile, they should be sharing what they create with others besides simply turning it into the teacher. An example might be having students create pamphlets about parenting. They could scan the pamphlets and post them online as a link from the health department, the clinic, or the library. This would educate others about chosen topics such as adoption, lead poisoning, or breast versus bottle feeding. Students would feel that their work was more valuable and therefore they might put forth more effort in the future. At the end of the study, High-Rose demonstrates that FCS teachers are forward-thinking and generally confident in using technology, yet they must continue to try the latest uses of tools and applications so that the field stays competitive with other electives and up-to-date with current knowledge. In preparing for this professional development assignment, I designed a Likert scale survey with topics related to family and consumer sciences, topics I thought teachers might need and could relate to. I emailed the needs assessment survey to 45 teachers and posted the survey on the Family and Consumer Sciences Facebook page. The survey netted over 250 responses, with a 56% of the respondents identifying that integrating technology tools and apps into the family and consumer science classrooms as the most valuable need for professional development. With such an overwhelming response in favor of technology training, and since school was out for summer vacation, I decided to create a webinar video presentation in which could be used in several ways: individually, in a small group, at district-wide PLC meetings, and posting it on the Facebook page for other FCS teachers to view it as well. I would encourage you to share this information with anyone who might be interested. In researching the process for creating a webinar, the message was clear. If FCS teachers are going to learn how to integrate technology into their classrooms, what better way than to do so with a technology tool they can learn to use as well? Therefore, if this session is for you if you are new to using technology in your FCS classroom and want a basic overview of some easy to use tools and apps to try, you want to integrate new technology tools and apps into your FCS classroom that you may not have tried before, or you just need a refresher course on how these tools and apps can be used to enhance the technology you're already using in your FCS classrooms. Let's get down to the agenda. First, I will talk about designing technology-based activities for assessing student learning. I will then share how to use technology to differentiate students' learning styles. And lastly, some of my favorite technology apps and tools to try. My goal is simple. I want you to take away at least one new idea you promise to try in your classroom in the fall. This session is not designed to be a long-term, fully engaging presentation, but a short one that gives you a taste of more technology to come. Realizing the depth of some of the tools and applications for use in FCS classrooms, I decided I may venture into creating additional sessions to engage participants in a more detailed study of a certain tool or app. But for today, you will only get a sample. I know the best professional development experiences encourages interaction among participants, but as this is a presentation for emailing and posting, in a sense, I ask that you connect with others if you are viewing as a group. Please share this session with another colleague and talk about what you learned. I would appreciate receiving your comments. So let's get back to designing technology-based activities for assessing student learning. Gamify a lesson is not a new tool or app in education, since teachers have been using trivia games and playing content contests for years. But now, gamifying a lesson is being adopted more and more and in new ways using technology to assess student learning. It is adaptable to different types of material and easy to do in the classroom without interrupting the flow of the lesson plan or making classroom management more difficult. Post-it notes. If you are challenged by assessments, games are a great way to track points or scores for individual success, group success, or progress towards completion. Use post-it notes to help students keep track of their scores. When a student answers a question correctly or completes a task, give them a post-it note to track their progress on a personal timeline on the board. Follow the same idea for the entire class. So that students can see the end goal, use post-it notes to track their progress. Students' letter grades are determined by the amount of points on their post-it notes that they have accumulated at the end of the course, or in other words, by how much they have accomplished. Video games. When educational video games are integrated into your FCS curriculum, students are allowed to fail, overcome, and persevere to reach the next level. There are many games on the internet today linked with FCS subjects. Find one that is best suited by the subject matter that you teach. Top Hat. Stir up a little competition by using Top Hat, which is a game including a tournament module. Many college professors have found that tournaments incentivize students to learn the material and practice. After all, everyone wants to see his or her name on the leaderboard, right? This practice engages students, boosts morale, and gets students excited about showing others what they know. Some experts feel gamifying boosts the general energy of the class. It is worth a try. So how to reach those hard-to-reach students? Using technology to differentiate learning styles is helpful in meeting the needs of students who learn in different ways and at different speeds. Number 1, give middle-of-the-pack learners freedom. When I have leveled groups in my classroom, I give the low or middle groups instructions on websites like MobyMax, Khan Academy, or Starfall, as these act as another teacher when I cannot give them my full attention. I work with the lowest groups of students, and the middle-level students get full advantage of a teaching website. The high achievers work in small groups or independently of everyone else. Number 2, turn students into teachers with presentation tools. In a leveled classroom of students, I encourage the high achievers to create project videos to teach the other students, while I work in a small group with the lowest level of students. By the end of the lesson, the entire class gets to review the project videos to see if everyone understands the concept being taught. Number 3, encourage collaboration. I always encourage students to work together on projects or activities at the same time. When I group the students, I make sure at least 1 or 2 students is familiar with the Google Documents or Prezi so they can collect their individual work to combine as a group project. Number 4, use learning games to engage students outside of small groups. Computer games keep students involved when I'm reviewing certain skills either before or after an assessment. While there are many study guides on the internet, my FCS department has found that Quizlet is the easiest and most fun app to use. The teachers usually work together to create study sets, and then Quizlet helps devise a plan for students that gets them motivated, marks their progress at different points, and gives them study reminders. Number 5, record peer tutoring sessions to review later. When high achievers are working with lower level students to master a certain skill, I ask them to record their conversations or use a note-taking tool so that I can monitor the progress or determine if I need to intervene. Without a doubt, those high achievers take their roles very seriously and always want to do a good job teaching others. It is truly leadership in the making. Number 6, use student-made video tutorials. Another idea that works well is to have high achievers make a video tutorial for any of the other students to use when learning new concepts, skills, or information. These high achievers become real experts talking about a topic they understand and can share with others. When the videos are complete, they go into the class library, which can be used during a free time or individual study time. Number 7, provide students with differentiated choices. I believe in giving students choices with their assignments and projects to differentiate. I have students choose a topic and then they can decide how they want to prepare and present it. I also give students the options of either using technology or not to use technology. Some may choose songwriting, poetry, drama, or skits, displays, or exhibits for equal credit. Number 8, making assignment resources available all year long. If your students are more well-suited to moving at their own speed, it is a good idea to have a class library where you can house videos and other writing and assignments available for the semester or all year long. Students move at their own speed through the resources and with projects and assignments given throughout the materials. Student-paced learning is the ultimate in differentiation, especially if there are students who need to have a similar stopping point. Number 9, encourage their passion. Give students free time every week or so to get them involved in subjects they really like and enjoy learning about. This is a great way for differentiation, as no student feels segregated if they are at a different level than other students. When teachers show students the proper way to research using video programs like YouTube, students can teach themselves and learn about any interest they have. Students can research their own topics at their own pace and then choose how to present their feelings. They will be so proud of their accomplishments and their achievements. Number 10, encourage sharing of ideas. When students are working in groups, encourage them to determine how to use technology by implementing message boards with the other students. This will give them great practice in working with others to come up with mutual ideas that everyone can agree on. This is how our students communicate with each other anyway, so why not make it something educational for them as well? As a reminder, teachers can find more information on ways to differentiate instruction with technology by reading an article by Heidi Reiki. You will find lots more fun ideas. And speaking of fun, here are some technology tools and applications that can help you be the A+ FCS teacher. Blogging is all about writing to create a well-read, well-respected space on the internet. There are many websites on the internet that give all kinds of advice for the beginner, not only for yourself, but blogging is a great assignment for students. The purpose of any blog is to get people to read your material, so content is very important. However, the first step is to know your purpose. Is there a theme or topic that interests you most? nutrition tips, parenting information, decorating DIYs. Do you want to become a leader in your field? Or perhaps is it just to improve writing skills? The second step is to define your personal brand, which is much like your own personal profile. The final step is to identify the target audience and then write for those people. Don't ever think the world is going to read your blog, but your friends, students, their parents, and other FCS teachers will. So start out writing for one of them. This is a project that students will love, and you could even consider this an interdisciplinary avenue to enhance English classes. You will find blogging is fun and an entertaining way to pass on new information to others once you start with a solid foundation. The next one is Bamboo Paper. Bamboo Paper might be the answer. Bamboo Paper is an app that turns your mobile device into a paper notebook. Capture your ideas everywhere, anytime. Taking notes, sketching, and drawing is as straightforward and simple as using real pen and paper. You can choose one of 6 expressive pens and brushes for writing, sketching, coloring, and marking. This technology will give you the best drawing and writing experience available on your mobile device. For those who use journaling in their classroom, students can enrich their writing photos and sketch or write on top. For the best results and experience, use Bamboo Paper together with a bamboo stylus. This is definitely a fun app to try. Another great app for recording is called Animoto. With just a few photos or video clips, administrators and teachers can easily connect with students and parents through video in and out of the classroom. The only drawback to this app is that there is about a $75 per year subscription, but the impact and results will pay for itself. You can use video newsletters to reach out to parents and students, share school or district events, or fundraisers on social media, or make recruitment videos to boost enrollment. Teachers can construct video-based lesson plans that engage students and add technology literacy to their instruction, whether students are engaged in computer-based learning or creating video slideshows. As a teacher, it is used for all of your storytelling needs. The app is also great for in-class assignments, homework assignments, event recap, and lesson plans, so give it a try. And while you and your students are creating videos, open up the Canva tool for a simple new way to design beautiful and professional graphics. As you turn on your students' creativity into your FCS classes, Canva is an easy-to-use graphic software with its simple drag and drop design with more than 1 million photos, graphics, and fonts. It allows you to take your vision or message and translate it into a design. There is also a social platform where designs can be made public for anyone to see. The student will enjoy using it to create presentations, create blog graphics, and social media posts. I would encourage you to go to canva.com and cruise around their website. It is one of the best around. For students who struggle with standing before a classroom of students for an oral presentation, Teleprompter Lite is a great tool for scripting that can be used on your smartphones and iPads, and the students will love it. It is a tool designed for professional video production. One can import, edit, and manage scripts quickly, and then the mirror mode to reflect a script through a beaming splitter rig. Create, edit, and delete unlimited scripts, export scripts to share, and adjust the scrolling speed for the most comfortable pace. Teleprompter was the first designed for professional video production, but has moved to an easy-to-use app for everyone. Hundreds of customers are now using Teleprompter Premium instead of expensive specialist hardware. And best of all, it works on any device. Great tool for you in giving presentations to your colleagues or for your students when giving classroom presentations. Again, this is just a taste of the full menu of tools and apps to use in an FCS classroom. By trying any one or all of the tools and apps, you will find yourself being the envy of every teacher in your department and school. Plus, your students will be gaining in their performance and success. One final note. Technology must support learning goals for teachers and students, and it is the goal of this professional development experience to develop an environment where family and consumer science teachers can incorporate technology as part of their daily instruction and receive the sustained support needed for their success and the success of their students. This concludes my session, and questions you may have may be sent to me, and I will answer them and then email them out to everyone. I will also include my presentation notes for those who may need more information. You will receive an exit survey so that you can assess my presentation. Once I receive your survey, I will forward a completion certificate to you as my thanks for your participation. Again, I thank you for participating and look forward to hearing from you.